All right, happy Saturday. You are looking at a live picture here in Phoenix, Arizona for a Freedom 515 festival that's happening here. And throughout the course of this broadcast, we'll be checking in with some video around the country. And we'll find out the history of this Freedom 515 event and why we're here and why people decided to come together. Good afternoon, Brian Glenn here, live from Phoenix. Thanks for joining us on this beautiful day here in Phoenix. Hey, as you would expect, quite warm here, but nevertheless, people are out celebrating freedom, liberty, and the fact that we live in the greatest country in the world. We're going to talk to one of the organizers here in Phoenix here momentarily to talk about this nationwide celebration and really who thought of it, as we've got ones in but just about every state's got some type of presence there. Colorado, Texas, Florida, Wisconsin, Michigan, California, Arizona, Utah, Nevada. A lot of celebrations going on today, so we're glad that you're joining us. And throughout the next hour and a half or so, we're out here just in an area off of the ASU campus down here in downtown Phoenix, and right in front of the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism as well. So it starts here, and we're going to be basically walking a couple blocks around this downtown area. And we expected about 250 people signed up for this particular rally, but there's a couple other rallies in the area that have about 100 or so people gathered for each one of those. They're all going to come together and meet here and make one big rally around the downtown area here in Phoenix. And so it is a celebration of freedom and liberty, and I've been told by the organizers it's not necessarily any kind of politically driven rally. We're not picking sides here, and it says on their website, if you go to freedom515.com, that's freedom515.com, you'll read what they're all about. And whether or not you're a Republican, or you're a Democrat, you're a libertarian, however you identify yourself politically, this is not about politics. This is about celebrating the fact that we have the greatest country that God ever created on this earth, and what we should celebrate, and it's freedom and liberty. And so we'll talk to some people here today while they're here. We've seen some very familiar faces throughout the course that we've been here in Arizona. Of course, Arizona is no stranger to RSBN, as we have been here throughout the campaign. My first rally, I think, as one of my first rallies ever for RSBN was in Bullhead City, so we were there as well. So we're going to talk about why we're here, while these people are here, and what we can look forward to. Of course, a lot's going on in Arizona right now. You've got the Arizona audit is underway with the votes here in Arizona. That's been kicked off for about a month now. We'll get the very latest on that and what can happen with that audit of the votes here in Arizona. So lots going on. We'll give you kind of an idea of what we're looking at. We've got probably maybe 80 people or so gathered right now, and as I said, we've got more and more people gathered and on their way down here. And this is kind of what you've seen typically at, almost like a Trump rally. It's very pro-America. It's very pro-faith. It's very, it's all the things that we have been known to see in terms of a Trump rally, or really a pro-American rally. So we're going to talk about that. And of course, a lot of people here are celebrating the fact that, just recently with President Biden talking about the unmasking of America and how the sanctions have been lifted to a certain extent on the fact that the regulations for masks, you can now, if you've had the vaccination, you can take the mask off. We'll talk a little bit about that as well, and what people think about the state of Arizona. And we've spent probably a handful of times here in the state, and I have seen it up until last night when we got in from our flight from Atlanta. We notice a huge difference in the amount of people that are here in this town versus what it's been like the last 3 or 4 months. Arizona is open. The city of Phoenix is open for business. There was a baseball game last night between the Diamondbacks and the Nationals. A packed house that was. The convention center here is opening starting in June. They'll start having conventions back again. Local businesses are happy about that. Now, when you walk around the area here, you do see a level of a lot of businesses have closed the doors. I mean, they're just no longer conducting business due to the fact they had to shut down so long. So, but it's very optimistic right now. People are very optimistic about the state of Arizona and what's going on. Let me step aside, let you take a look at some of the people here. We've got some various groups here gathered. Now, like I said earlier, I've seen some of these people before at different events. We've had some people that are kind of 2A advocates that got their open carry here, which is legal here in the state of Arizona. We've had the local authorities earlier come out here and talk to us about the space and about gathering and what to expect. And of course, security, as always, is there's a presence in this area, as you would expect, because it's very important that we keep a very peaceful gathering here, and that's what it's all about, is peacefully assembling and really celebrating our freedom of speech. But let's talk about why we're here, and you're one of the organizers of this event. I reached out to you and said that, hey, Right Side is planning on coming to Arizona because you guys have got an amazing event set up. Walk us through how this all started.
Honestly started through TikTok. We had a video of a girl, her name's Erin, she went viral about kind of rallying for freedom. And actually the whole world's rallying today for freedom.
Yeah, and mind you, throughout this broadcast, you'll see on the other side of the screen, we're going to double box events going on across the country, which is really cool. So we're going to be sharing what's going on in Colorado. Is another big one that's happening right now in Huntington Beach. Texas will have one that just happened earlier today. Now, because we are Mountain Standard Time, a lot of things have already happened across the country, but we're going to bring that video to you here. So go ahead. Start with a TikTok video. It went viral. And from there,
from there, everyone kind of jumped on. She decided to take it on for herself and organize this Freedom515 throughout the states. It was posted on April 22nd, so we had like 3 weeks.
It's amazing what happens when you put something out on social media that you're going to gather at this park at this time on this day. And how many people, I mean, we had like 250 something people respond so far that said they're coming. I think it's amazing how patriots have all come together, and it doesn't take much.
It doesn't take much, not at all. And, you know, everyone's kind of thinking the same thing, on the same track. We all just really want the same thing for freedom. We all know that there's some corruption going on in our government, and we're trying to stop that, and that's all it is. It's not political, but it comes down to our freedom and protecting that freedom with our Constitution.
Yeah, I said that earlier. It's all about the Constitution. It's all about our God-given rights and what our founding fathers laid out for this country, and it's not political at all. I think if anybody watching us right now, even if they don't have a political side, you should be up for freedom. I think freedom and liberty, that's pretty important.
Absolutely, yeah, and you know, that's what this country is all about, is about freedom. This is the land of the free, home of the brave, and we're losing that slowly is how we feel. So it's time for we the people to step up and stand up like we've been saying that we're going to do, use our constitutional rights to do so, and make a stand and do what we can as much as possible before it gets too late.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in Arizona right now. We'll talk to April here in a second from We the People Alliance AZ, and of course they were one of the first organizations in the country to come out and say, you know what, we're not really happy with how things are going right now. We'll talk to her and get an update, because I know that the audit here in Arizona is paused because of graduations, but that will continue here, I think, I know after in a week.
Yeah.
So that's moving forward, and that's public knowledge, folks. We've got to be real careful here, as you would expect, talking about certain subjects, because obviously we are at the mercy of big tech. And so, which I want to remind you, good segue, we have a brand new app that you can get on your phone. It's on Apple and iOS. Just go to your store. You got to go to your app store and download RSBN. You'll see it, Right Side Broadcasting Network, a new app. That is one way that we can kind of skirt talking about certain things that will get you in trouble here on Facebook, things like that. So go get your app. Go download our app on iOS and Apple, and you can stream us there live as well. Welcome if you watch us right now on Facebook or YouTube, whatever platform you watch us right now. Thank you so much for joining us, and it's going to be a great day. I'm happy so far with the people that's out here today, because I know a lot of people, when you organize an event like this, they do get scared that there's going to be some opposition showing up, and I'm glad these people are pretty. They're brave and they're warriors right now.
Absolutely. I mean, we have everybody here, and we haven't had any problems yet. We haven't had any threats yet. We did get some censorship on Facebook, so you know, we're just here to be peaceful. That's the main thing with Freedom515 is peace. So peace, unity, respect, and just all around have a good time and love America.
Yeah. And we will be marching down here shortly, down in this downtown area, a couple blocks around, and we've been instructed to stay out of the streets, obviously, and that's for safety protocol. But what can we expect is on this path around this area?
We can expect some honking, for sure. Maybe some not so happy people due to the flags that are out here. But
isn't it amazing that the American flag triggers someone's emotion?
Yeah, and it's sad. I mean, they see the American flag and they automatically think that we're Trump supporters or whatever.
Racist or anything
racist,
like that,
all that stuff. So,
which I will say, we've got a diverse group here. A lot of Latinos, African American here, Native American is here, old, young, people of all ages. I mean, that's the thing. The love for this country does not discriminate. Does not, there's no age group or sex or gender or anything like that that is excluded. It's all about loving America.
It's about loving America, and that's all it is. Protecting our rights, protecting our Constitution. That's it. Doesn't matter what color you are, what gender you are, anything like that. It is just about America.
Yeah. So if someone's watching us right now, if you live in the Phoenix area, let's give them an idea where we're at, because I'm not from here, even though I feel like I'm an honorary citizen of Arizona. But where are we at right now?
We are in the heart of downtown. We have ASU campus right next to us. There is the state capitol is probably about 5 minutes from here. We're just in the heart of all the stuff that goes on in downtown Phoenix.
Yeah, we got the ASU right across the street, which I will mind you, that is the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism is across the street. And I think it's very ironic right now that this gathering is across the street from the most prestigious journalism school in the country, where you would think that the pursuit of truth and justice and freedom would flourish there. But apparently in this media culture that we have, that's not the case, and I just think it's very ironic that we're here rallying in front of that building.
It is a little ironic. We kind of chose that for a little bit of a reason. We're around places that have a lot of things to go with what we're doing. We're also by the United States Post Office too, which may have a little bit of
a little significance there for the post office. But so if you're here in the area, come out and see us. We're going to be walking down here about 1 o'clock, if someone understands.
Yep, 1 o'clock we'll start walking around and just around the area, and just hope people start walking with us, and we'll see you there.
I'm going to talk to this gentleman right here. Can I talk to you in a second on camera? I talked to you earlier. We're live on Right Side Broadcasting Network. Thanks for coming out here. What brings you here to Freedom515?
We're tired of the tyranny that's going on. We're standing up and saying we're done. We're taking our country back.
Yeah. Liberty, right?
Liberty, individual liberty.
Individual liberty. Honestly, when you walked up, you've got your tool there. How important is this, your 2A rights, to you as an American?
Right behind God and family, this is the most important thing to me. Yeah. Because with this, you can keep everything else.
And so when you hear chat about taking away the guns and limiting your rights as a gun owner, how does that make you feel?
As a very peaceful person, I would still say come and take it. We're not going to give them up. Yeah. This is a God-given right, not a government-given right. Yeah.
You hunt as well?
I do, yeah.
Always love. It's funny. I'm not a big gun owner, so I can't. But I always like to find out why people got into guns in the first place. I have a lot of friends that are hunting. They're hunters, and they love it, and they look at it from that aspect, going, you know what? I'm not going to take my guns away. I love to hunt, and of course, it's your right, because when someone comes after you, could be the government, could be whoever. How are you going to defend yourself?
Exactly. You got to have some sort of tool to defend yourself. This is the tool I choose. You choose what you want to choose. Everybody can choose their own thing. That's what individual liberty is about. This is the choice I make.
God bless Arizona, right?
God bless Arizona. God bless America.
There, God bless. Well, thanks for joining us. I will see you out there on the walk. There you go. And that gives you an idea of who's here. And, whatever resonates with you as an American and what makes this country so special is why you're going to come out. If it's freedom of speech, if it's the 2A rights, if it's your freedom to assemble, because remember, there's a lot of stuff going on in the world right now, and a lot of conflict in the world right now, and a lot of people can't do what we're doing here right now on this beautiful day in Arizona. So this is why we should celebrate this country. And yes, we have things we need to fix, and we've got things that aren't perfect, but right now this is a pretty good place to live. And of course, it's worth defending, it's worth fighting for. Let's see if we can walk over here, Joe, and talk to April, who is with We the People Alliance. Let's see you walking around this way. Actually, you know what? Let's go over here. Can I talk to you for a second? All right, let's go. I saw his shirt. Brian Glenn with Right Side Broadcasting. Nice to meet you guys. What's your first name? Where are you from?
My name is Jay. I'm here from, I live in Arizona, but I'm from California. So,
Freedom515. What does that mean to you as far as the why people are here? We just talked to a 2A supporter. We talked to people that just love this country, want to fight for their freedom to assemble, their freedom of speech, freedom of religion.
all the above. I'm here to just be free. You know what I mean? The mask laws, I'm sick of them.
Aren't you glad, though, that they are released now, though? That is a good thing that we can now enjoy. Yeah.
Here.
But maybe certain places you can't.
Right. I believe it should be everybody's choice. If you want to wear one, hey, be a clown, wear
I heard
it.
somebody said earlier, if you want to rog dog the air, you can go rog dog the air. I thought that was pretty funny about that. Well, we're glad you're here. I like your shirt, by the way. Yeah, there you go. CNN. There you go. I know. I got you. I read underneath that and I said, okay, I'm not going to. But I get it. I know. I got it. What it is. Thank you, though. God bless. Thanks for coming. I love your hat. Thank you for coming as well. What? I didn't talk to you. So you? No. Arizona. Just glad to be here. Right. All right. Well, we are live, folks. This is if you're new to Right Side Broadcasting, let me break it down for you. We are viewer supported, and we've got partners like our good friends over at My Pillow. That's right, My Pillow. Now, Mike Lindell has been a patriot for this network for quite some time, and so if there's one way that we can all fight censorship, we can all fight this cancel culture that's going on right now. This is how you can do it. Go to mypillow.com. Now, we have probably said that 1,000 times on this network, if not more, and this is why. The left does a great job of coming together to cancel and ban somebody. That's one thing they do a great job. The mob will come after the ones that, and quite honestly, are speaking the truth. And Mike Lindell is doing phenomenal work on really just freedom of speech and getting integrity into our election process. So go to mypillow.com. That's mypillow.com, and look for some of those quality products they have there. They're more than just pillows. If you follow me on Instagram, which, by the way, it's at Brian Glenn TV, I had my Pillow with me on my flight. And it's my travel buddy. I can't travel without it. But there's a ton of products on there. There's Giza sheets, there's dog beds, there's pillows, there's slippers. They've got it on there. So go to mypillow.com, and put in the promo code RSBN at checkout and get up to 66% off. And that is one way you can fight censorship and big tech, as they are really trying to push anyone that differs from their ideology. And they just try to eliminate them. So let's fight that and help them. It's, by the way, when you buy something from My Pillow, portion of those proceeds comes back to us here at Right Side Broadcasting. So that's one way that you can help us fund and carry all these events for you. So go to mypillow.com. Mypillow.com. You can always go to our website as well, rsbnetwork.com. You can also download our new app on the iOS, Android, and your Apple stores and get that app. Talk to you for a second. Why are you out here?
I'm out here because I am gathering signatures to get Paula Tuliani-Zen on the ballot to run for governor in 2022.
Okay.
And she's coming out of retirement to fight this fight.
She's coming out of retirement for it.
She is, just for this. And she's not here today because she's gathering with people to gain a voice, to try to do something now, because she's not waiting till 2022, because we may not even get there at this rate. Okay. But her name is Paula Tuliani-Zen, and our website is zforarizona.com, Z-F-O-R, Arizona. And we have a little table set up over there if you'd like to see some of our material.
Yeah, we can go walk over there. Let me talk about your flag real quickly. I know there's a lot of conflict going on in the world right now, in the Israel. Thoughts on that, and I gotta find a pen like that, by the way. It's a beautiful pen.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I love it. We stand with Israel, absolutely. Israel's been an ally of America for a very long time. We don't turn our backs on our allies just because she has enemies and just because the current condition is conducive to that. We stand with right always, no matter what the cost. Yeah. So yes, absolutely stand with Israel.
Yeah, absolutely stand with her. Well, we'll make our way over there in a second. I'm going to talk to this gentleman. Show me your table one more time, just right there. Oh, I'll find you. See you later. Thank you. All right, let me see if I can talk to this gentleman right here. Can we talk to him real quick? Hey, we're live on Right Side Broadcasting Network. Brian Glenn.
Hey, Brian, Kelly Johnson. I'm out here from Southern California. I've been here 2 weeks helping out with the audit, kind of just overseeing the process and supporting it. So.
Well, I love your flag. It says, "Don't blame me. I voted for Trump."
Exactly.
I've seen some of those in my neighborhood as well.
Wake-up call for people that voted for Biden. They, be careful what you ask for.
And of course, there's a lot of things that we can say and we can't say on the air due to censorship laws. But what is the reason why you're here? I mean, freedom. What does that mean to you in this country?
Well, it means a lot, and if you don't have those basic rights and freedoms, then you really have nothing. Especially in difficult times or times of emergency, if you don't have your basic rights, you really don't have anything. And that's kind of what I've seen. And I'm a retired attorney, and over the last year and a half, I've seen them take our rights away. And that's kind of why I'm standing up. I have kids. They don't understand why people are so concerned. That people think, oh, the election's over. Why worry about it? This recount and audit doesn't matter. But it really does, because people want the truth. That's why I'm out here. I want the truth, and I want to have our freedoms, and we want to know what's true and what's not.
And don't you really want young people to kind of wake up? Because it's so easy for them to get brainwashed by social media of what they should believe when really, if they would just read the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, all of our God-given rights, they know that a lot of these are threatened to be taken away.
Absolutely, and as you say, they should read those and not listen to the media, because the media is spinning off a narrative that is very false a lot of times. And as the president has said, it's kind of the big lie. It's like I've equated what's happened over the last year and a half. It's like Groundhog Day, opposite day, every day. It's like the truth is, they're spinning it around.
Can we talk about California real quick? There's a lot going on there. You live there. You might see video on your screen from events around the country. Once we get that video into our master control, we're going to share that. Huntington Beaches has another.
Correct. I've been there. I was there for they had a BLM, and we counter protested BLM on April 11th on behalf of All Lives Matter. So
okay, let's talk about exactly All Lives Matter. Let's talk about Caitlyn Jenner. I mean, she gets mixed emotions. At first, when I saw her on Hannity, she spoke a lot of truth, and I thought I was on there. Then I saw a lot of kind of post-Trump error, and that she didn't think certain things happened. And I don't want to say those, but what's the feeling you're getting in California?
It's real interesting. People are trying to figure out to take him or her serious, because they know him for his background and his jump into politics and what his family's done.
He didn't vote in 2020, actually. So.
Well, that tells you something. But I'd like to just give a quick plug to another potential gubernatorial candidate, and that's Leo Zaki, who's a friend of mine of the Zaki Farms family, and he may be in the mix here soon. Yeah, Leo Zaki. So that too, I would be supporting when he jumps in. But it's interesting, and we got a crazy world, so you never know.
Yeah, you never know. Newsom, he's got to go though, right?
Oh, I think I signed his recall petition a couple times. Right, you can vote a couple times. I think I signed that a couple times.
Don't say that.
No, I'm kidding. He got 1.5 million plus. They don't want him there. They talk about the.
And you don't think this is political for him? As he just hasn't done a good job, period, on whatever side of the aisle you sit on, right?
No, absolutely. What I was going to start to say is it wasn't COVID that destroyed California. It was Newsom's decision to shut the state, and he killed the economy, killed the will of the people, and hurt a lot of people.
Can we talk about the homeless problem you have in California?
Boy, oh boy, I fought it for a long time in the Civic Center area in Santa Ana in Orange County. It's in LA, the Bay Area. It's everywhere. I mean, my daughter goes to UCLA. I was up there. They have parks that they're in tents, and they just let them stay there in tents. And there's a lot of homeless vets, which is not right. And in fact, we were out there at the illegal immigration rally in Chandler at 50th and Chandler. There, they got a hotel full of illegal immigrants who came over probably through cartels and getting human trafficked, and we aren't taking care of our vets and our homeless.
As a Californian, what does immigration control mean to you as well?
Well, it's a problem. You hear about the Texas border, but California has a border from Tijuana that runs east to Arizona, and there's hundreds of miles. So they want it secure. If people are going to come to the country, do it right. I know people from Venezuela and Europe and all over, and their families did it right. So as long as they do the process correctly, I have no problem. But when they sneak across low tide in the Rio Grande and 40, 50 people from Venezuela in one fell swoop, that's not how it works. That's not how it should be.
Taxes.
Taxes? Texas?
No, taxes. Out of control. 50-something% you combine the state and federal.
It's out of control. Biden's policies, it's like he comes up with things. It's how can I hurt our country? And that's his. I think that's how he makes his decisions.
I think we addressed every California issue right now: taxes, immigration, and just getting businesses back to open. One of my favorite places in the whole wide world is Corona del Mar, Newport Beach area. I lived there for a number of years in my life. I was crushed, and I went back to find some of my favorite places to go for coffee. Closed.
Shut down. Well, I'll tell you what, Rothschild stayed open forever, and Frank and his crew, they stayed open, and they had two rules. no social distancing, and masks and clothing are optional. So, but in any case, but Corona Mar, we do rallies there each week for All Lives Matter, protecting the unborn children right there at PCH and MacArthur, right by Fashion Island.
How come I've never seen that? Because I'd
I'll
love
send
to.
you a picture. We were, in fact, on April 10th, we were in Laguna Beach doing All Lives Matter. Then April 11th, they had the BLM thing in Huntington. So it's kind of it's active back there.
Lots going on right now in the state of California and right here in the state of Arizona. I'm glad you're
I like
here.
Arizona. You know what? I like the state, the great state of Arizona. I'm proud of them for stepping up and doing this audit. And one other thing, they have open carry. They have open carry here in
Yeah, I didn't even know you had that
Arizona,
on.
Smith & Wesson 357 Magnum. So they give you your rights, they give you your liberties. God bless America. God bless the people of Arizona. Continue with the audit. They're doing a good job, and people are looking for the truth, and I hope we get it.
There you go. Thank you, man. God bless you. I appreciate it. Love your flag. Love your
God's
everything.
Army. God's
Yeah, there it is. Well, that just gives you an idea of what it's like in California. We spent some time in California over the last couple months, and we've seen the effects of the policies from Gavin Newsom. It's just not Gavin Newsom. It's a historic policies there in California. It's really it has torn these cities apart. Budget deficits, infrastructure crumbling, homeless rising, just bad things. And that's what they don't want here. And I know that we've talked to several people here, and it's one of those things where if we don't come together and fight it right now, then I don't know where it goes from here. And I'm going to try to find April with We the People Alliance Arizona and find out about that. But if you're just now joining us, welcome. We're in Phoenix, Arizona for the Freedom515. It is a nationwide celebration in several cities around this country, celebrating our freedom, our liberty. This is non-political, from what I understand. If you go to the website, freedom515.com, you'll read all about it. This is not a Republican thing. This is not a Democrat thing. This is an American thing. Absolutely, it's an American thing. Jeff Zink is right over here. I just got your card, sir. How are you? We're live on Right Side Broadcasting.
Good.
Glad to have you on.
How's things going today?
You know what? We enjoy it. We're glad we're out here celebrating freedom and raw dogging some of this oxygen out here, this clean air here in Arizona. Without masks, which is great. Yeah. I'm glad that Biden put out that message the other day. Why are you here?
I'm here to support the Arizona people. Y'all are actually in my district. This is CD7 right here, and I'm running against Ruben Gallego, the Democrat. And one of the problems that we have with Ruben, I appreciate the fact that he served our country. There's no problem. However, this is how he repays all of the veterans. He puts in a bill that for every veteran that expressed their freedom of speech on January 6th at the Capitol for supporting President Trump, he's put a bill in to strip their benefits from them.
So let me get this straight. So if you're a veteran and you share your opinion on January 6th,
Yes.
he'll strip your medical benefits, your pension,
Your benefits, period. I mean, everything. He wants to strip you of everything.
and he's public about this.
Absolutely. So, this is the problem that we have. We have politicians that only care about themselves. They don't care about Arizona. They don't care about the American people. It's very clear. The message that I put out for our president, who said, get vaxxed or wear your mask.
Which was a public tweet that he put out.
Absolutely.
Get vaxxed or wear your mask forever. I just want to clarify that, make sure people know.
Okay, so
There's certain things we can't say on the air. We got to kind of dance around certain things, big
Absolutely.
tech out there.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And so one of the things is that as a free American, as a person that's going to be running for Congress, I don't wear a mask and I'm not getting vaxxed. So that's my stance. That's the way I believe. And I think that.
But let me ask you a question. If someone wants to get vaxxed, that's on them. That's their decision. You want it to be optional. You want it to be up to your individual freedom and liberty to take the vaccination. That's up to them.
That's between their physician and them. That's their right. That's the reason why we are here, is so that each person can express and follow what they believe.
Okay. Yeah, great. So how can people get a hold of you and get more information on your platform?
Absolutely. My platform is Faith, Family, and Freedoms, and you can reach me at Jeff Zink, that's Z as in zebra, INK, the number 4, Congress.com.
Well, look behind us. We're starting to take this rally, so let's go for a walk. If you're just now joining us, welcome. Thank you so much, Jeff. Let's go walk and enjoy our freedom and our liberty, and why we're here. This is why we're here. America is all about freedom. It's all about liberty. It's the greatest country. Can I talk to you guys real quick? Greatest country in the world, right?
Oh, especially the greatest country in the world. Everything that's going on in this world right now, you look at, I don't know, what am I allowed to say?
Well, let's just talk about your right to assemble and live your life peacefully.
There we go. We know all about censorship in this country.
I'm very glad you did stop for there for a second. But you know what? This is the greatest country in the world, and it's worth fighting for.
Definitely. I'm 30 years old, and I've never seen more patriotism in my life than in the last 4 years.
And that is the truth. And I tell you, we were just in Washington, D.C. A couple of weeks ago, and it was. And I'm just going to say this right here, and I want it to sound exactly like I'm saying it. There wasn't as many American flags flying in D.C. as there was the last 4 years.
Oh, yeah.
Is that you feeling me on that?
I'm definitely feeling you on that. I think that, especially here in this state of Arizona, there is no way.
Okay, yeah, I got you. There's no way. All right, so this is kind of the start. Let's get out here in front. How you doing? What brings you here today?
Just joining the crowd.
Yeah. Hang on. Oh, here we go. Let's get up here.
Ready? For one nation, we got with liberty and justice for all.
Yes, justice for all.
And you better run around with Tech 9.
So this is the very beginning of it. So go ahead and if you want to lead us off, that's great.
All right, let's go.
All right, here we go. So we are escorted, I will say. They're chanting, give me liberty or give me death. Now, I will say this. We have two officers in front of us that's leading the pack here, which is wonderful. And they came out earlier and talked to the organizers that they would be here to make sure that it was a peaceful assembly and that they had the right to gather here in this area and to celebrate what is going on right now. And they did all the paperwork and filed it. So what's going on right now is perfectly legal. They did say for us to stay off of the streets, so that's exactly what we have done. I will say this area, beautiful area, but this is a kind of a city park here, and I have noticed a little bit of homeless in this area of town, which is what you would expect when you come to a large. Today we can do, Joe, we can step aside and get some people walking by so you can get people an idea. Sorry, there you guys go. Give you an idea. A lot of signs out here as well, as you would expect. Thank you. I want to talk to you just for a second. I'm sorry. I didn't want to cut you off. We'll keep the shot on the people walking. But why are you here? Where are you from?
From Santan, from Arizona.
What does this mean to you to come out here on Freedom 515 today?
We need to start standing up for our rights. We're taking away a little more every day. So if we don't start taking them back, we're going to lose a lot.
And when you see young people get involved in politics, we've seen a lot. I mean, obviously, a lot of older people, we get it, we understand it. But I want this new generation coming up to understand. Like we've got a shot of a young gentleman right there. That this is it's got to be a country that you fight for. We may not be in a physical war, but this is a war on our ideology. We're in an information war, exactly.
And that's why they say every generation has to fight for their own. So we got to get the young kids involved.
We're glad you're here. I'll let you get back on the road. Thank you. God bless, man. I appreciate you coming out here. How you guys doing? I like all kinds of creative flags out here. But anyway, this is what it's all about. And throughout the course of the next hour or so, you might have some video on your side of your screen of other events going on around the country. As we've got it in Huntington Beach, you've got it in Colorado, you've got it in Florida, Texas, and some other areas that are currently celebrating this as well. Now we're in Mountain Time Zone, so a lot of these things east of us might have happened. What you got? Yeah, let's see. I might have like a. We got some homeless people. I'm sorry, we're just kind of watching some activity in front of us. I think probably a little bit of a medical assistance going on over there. Like I said, this area, it's got a little bit of mixed residents here, and I would imagine that person may have just been sleeping. I don't know. I don't want to speculate right now, but this area does have several homeless in this area. But anyway, how you doing? Can I talk to you real quick? Brian from Right Side Broadcasting. We're live on the air. Oh, hang on. Man, can we just keep this going like this? I love you. Now I'm gonna talk to you guys. We're friends. Tell your mom I love her too.
Right
Yes, I may just move to Arizona real quick. Why are we here today? What does this mean to you?
To support freedom.
Freedom. That's it. Come on.
To keep our country free forever.
Yeah. I noticed in your hat, your flag. I mean, there's a lot of conflict in the world right now.
Right. I'm an American Jew. With all of the different information around it was that which woke me up, and people hiding behind Judaism and all of the nefarious acts around the world and trafficking. So I'm here to say that not all Jews are cabal, and to say I am not a white supremacist. Yeah. And I live in love, not fear. Yeah,
and live in love, not fear. And you're here because you appreciate your God-given rights that you have. This is the greatest country in the world. Now, are we perfect? No. But we have our flaws, but we do the best at really giving people as much freedom as possible, right, to live their lives as they want.
Right. We can talk the truth. We can talk as we wish, and our Bill of Rights must remain. Yeah.
I'm glad you guys are so sweet. Look at this. This is what I deal with on a daily basis. These are my peeps right here. I could just be not afraid.
Have faith.
I love that.
Trust in you.
You guys are wonderful.
We're here to make sure that instead of what they are calling the fraud.
Oh, hey, hang on.
The fraud.
I certain things I can't say. But I love what's going on here in Arizona. There's a lot. There's a very.
It's red.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, so let's walk. Let's go ahead and walk into. No, thank you. You guys are just great.
I'm like trailing.
No. We've lost. The group is way ahead of us, and we may have to cut across here. But this is an idea of what today is all about, and everyone has a reason why that they've gone to the city of their choice. And if you go to freedom515.com, there's a list of cities out there. Ron, you got to catch up that are all doing this today, and everyone has, like, for instance, number one thing that President Trump did for this country is what?
Oh my God, he gave us faith and hope in him, and there was American way and the belief that we have a God.
I think it's so important about recognizing the capital of Jerusalem and moving our embassy there. It's something that a lot of presidents talked about doing. They never did it, but Donald Trump did it.
That is true. That's why he's still my president.
It's a lot of people's president still. They love number 45.
Yes.
Yeah. He's everybody's president. You're behind us. Hey, so you're joining. Are you a part of the walk, or are you guys just out here?
I came from Alaska just to come and
Okay, I wasn't going to do a who traveled here the furthest, but I think you guys traveled here the furthest.
Well, they came from New York. I met them last night. I told them about this, and here we go. So
oh my goodness!
And yes, I was at the January 6th rally too.
Wonderful. We covered it and we loved it.
Come and
it's
get me.
Oh, I don't say that. All right, so so real quickly, I know Joe's got to do an amazing job walking backwards. This is how we're doing this. He's doing a great job. What does it mean to be an American? What's the best thing about being an American?
Oh, that's a really good question.
You see what's going on in the world today.
What used to be really good was being able to travel freely and speak your mind and not wear a mask. But now, I don't know what it means. I don't know what it means now.
Well, she can wear a mask if she wants to, right? I mean, it's fine. We got to be very.
Well, people are being made to.
Well,
we didn't wear them before.
Yeah, right.
So,
yeah,
they're being made. Their companies are forcing them.
Corporation mandates. Yeah, when you go in line. But I did say this: Starbucks. Trader Joe's and another big company announced that they no longer require masks going in their facility. Hey, how are you? I'm going to talk to her real quick. All right, thank you. Catch up with the people. Thank you for coming from Alaska. Great. Why are you here?
Support freedom.
Yep.
That's right.
Great state of Arizona, right?
Yes, great state of Arizona. We're doing a great job. We're getting the audit done.
Oh, the audit's going good, though, right?
The audit's going good.
It's funny. It's one of those words that we kind of dance around the subject sometimes about talking about the audit, but there's an audit going on. I know they took a break because of the graduations, and that's going to resume in here a couple weeks. Yes.
Hi.
Why are you here?
I'm here because I love my country, I love my Constitution, and I don't want to see that destroyed. And I'm also here to support a new governor candidate we're trying to get on the ballot, Paula Zen. So we're her crew.
Z for Arizona. Here we are. Hi, Brian. Good to see you again. Yes.
We're going to catch up to everybody. Well, actually, we may actually go. Joe, should we try to catch up or go around? Let's take a shortcut. I don't know where the shortcut is. We might want to basically, we kind of lost the pack in a way because we were talking to some people, but which gives me a great opportunity to talk about things that are going on with this network right now. We do have a brand new app. Perhaps you saw the announcement a few days ago. If you go to your Apple store, if you go to your iOS store for if you got Android, Android phone, and download the Right Side Broadcasting app. You'll see the Right Side Broadcasting Network app, RSBN, is right there. Download it, because that's going to be one of the ways that we can best communicate with you guys, because unfortunately, we do live in a very tech-dominated world, and where big tech does have their finger on the scale here as far as what you can say and what you can't say. And as a business that we have, and as we make a living covering events in this country, and certain events we have to be very, very particular how we talk about it because of the censorship from big tech. So if you go download that app, that helps us get the message out. It helps us talk about these things that you need to hear about. So go to your app store on your Android or your Apple phone and download the app today. It is free. There's no charge for that. You can also go to our website, rsbnetwork.com/donate, rsbnetwork.com/donate. That is another way that your financial gifts enable us to do what we're doing right now. And it's really going above and beyond. And on this app, you'll see some of the programming that we have laid out, which we have Trump rallies, that some of the best Trump rallies over the last 4 years. Events that we went to, that's all up there. We've got some new programming as well. We have kind of an outdoor show coming up. You can see that. We have Made in America. Great series. Amanda Tatum, host, takes us through these companies that make products here in this country and tells the stories and shows how they're made. Special discounts for those as well. We went to the My Pillow factory in Minnesota. We did a couple episodes there. Went to 9 Line Apparel. And if you go to 9lineapparel.com, put the promo code RSBN, you'll get up to 20% off your order there. So we just love our partners involved in all this, but it really takes the support from our viewers like you to help us do all this stuff and keep carrying all the stories that are happening today. If you're just now joining us, welcome. We were behind the pack in this rally here in Phoenix, Arizona for a Freedom515. There's a course of rallies going on across the country. If you go to the website, freedom515.com, you can see a complete list of rallies. Perhaps if you live on the West Coast, maybe those haven't started yet. Maybe you have an opportunity to go out. I know there's a big one right now in Southern California in Huntington Beach. If you live in Southern California, head out there and do that. We have been talking a little bit about the audit that's going on here in Arizona. This is a very public audit. It's covered by the mainstream media, so I don't necessarily feel censored talking about this. I don't know the status on it. I don't know any updates on it. I know it has been paused due to the graduation ceremonies that are going on here at various schools in this Phoenix area. So that has been paused, but will resume here after next week. When that resumes, maybe we'll get an update. I don't know. I know that President Trump sent out a message a couple days ago that on Tuesday at 1 p.m., Tuesday on the 18th, he wanted some type of conference, some type of public hearing to talk about some of the things that they found so far and maybe some of the things that are being resisted. I don't know any more than that, so we'll just have to keep that on the lookout. Okay, so we're back to the park here. Just a quick, well, they're straight ahead. Everyone's still ahead. They're ahead of us, so we got to catch up. But anyway, we'll continue to bring you all of the information from the audit. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. A lot of supporters out here for Right Side Broadcasting, which we appreciate. And that was, by the way, perfect timing. Those ladies coming up saying, "We love you, Right Side." Hey, you got to love your job sometimes. You got to love your job, and we love our viewers. We love our viewers. Without our viewers and your support, we're not able to do this. Like, look, we're not this big media corporation that has, unlimited budget. We don't have dozens of camera operators. We don't have dozens of reporters. We are very limited, and so we have to probably out-hustle our competition, which I think we do a lot of, and we beat them on a lot of stories. But we just love what we do, and we're glad that you're a part of this journey with us, because it is definitely journey in this media culture that we have here today. Real quickly, talk about this for a second. Swing that camera around. That is the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communications, and that is one of the most prestigious journalism schools in the country. And I think it's very ironic that this rally is across the street from that university. We've seen what happens in the media culture. We've seen the narrative of how it is constantly driven in one direction. And I think it's very interesting that that mass communication school there is across the street from where we're at here today. So we get a lot of people in the industry come up to us and say, hey, you know, I used to work in the media. I currently work in the media, and I don't like what I'm seeing. And so I'm just here to say this. If you work in a newsroom here in this country, if you work for a news outlet, right? Local, regional, national, and you don't like what you're seeing, if you don't like the direction of the narrative that's going on in your newsroom, direct message me on social media. Go to Brian Glenn TV on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, at Brian Glenn, BrianGlenn, Brian Glenn TV, and let me know, because I would like to talk to you off the record on what it's like across newsrooms in this country, because I think it's going to take a new, probably maybe a new phase in journalism to get out of the completely agenda driven and tell the truth. And of course, we've seen many examples of stories that come out that are half-baked in lies. And I want to talk to you guys, and I'll talk to you off the record, because we have a series coming up that we will try and expose some of the lies that are happening in the media. Everybody's in a good mood, right? Yeah. Yeah, can I talk to you guys for a second? God bless you. Where are you guys from?
I am from Mesa.
Mesa?
Yeah.
And then you guys are here because why?
For freedom. Wake up, America. We need to get this country back to where our founders wanted it. And it's time for us to stop sleeping and wake up. They want us to stay in our little corners, but we're not going to do it anymore. And we're not playing that game.
Yeah, in God we trust, right?
Yes.
I think it's very interesting the other day that Biden didn't mention God one time in his
Yeah,
religious.
no, that's
I
right.
don't know if this is true, but in the I think it's 50 years or something, that's the first time God was not mentioned.
Yeah, that actually might be true. So we're glad you're here. And let's talk about President Trump for a second. Greatest thing that president did in his administration, his term, was what to you?
Well, the tax cut really helped me out there. Yeah, I mean, it was, and of course, the illegal the
immigration,
border.
the border. And we spent a lot of time on the border, and a lot of people will tell you that the immigration, people that lived along the border, they are really happy that he was able to secure that.
Yes, for sure. That's a big thing, and
I think the big thing is the border.
Yeah. Well, we're so glad you guys are here. God bless you guys. Hang out and have a good time. We'll try. All right. So we talked about the things that are going on. Hang on a second. We might want. All right. Tell you what, Joe. Let's swing right here and let's see what they're going to talk about here. We got just a brief announcement.
Tell us why you're here.
All right, let's go up here.
Give us like a short version of your story and why you believe what you believe and why you want to support liberty over tyranny. I just want to share a story really quick. I have never been somebody that has been super vocal about my personal beliefs and my views, because I have so many friends on both sides of the spectrum. But one thing that is for sure is that this last year has really taught me something. I want to be somebody that my kids are proud of. And my father was a Navy SEAL in the Vietnam War, and he passed away 4 years ago. And this would have been something that he would have loved to have been a part of. So that's why I'm here. And you guys, whatever your story is, I am proud of you for standing up for what is right. And I am proud of you for standing up over oppression and the kind of trash that everybody is being put through right now. We do not deserve this. We do not deserve this. We know who the real president is. And we know we are one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay? So, do you want to speak, Quinn? Yeah. Okay. And then any vets or anybody after him that want to come up here and give a few words, we would really appreciate it. Just make sure you talk into the microphone.
How's it going, everybody? Everybody feeling good? Awesome. For those of you who don't know me, last year I started getting on TikTok. A lot of us, I think, are on TikTok. I got a little viral last year with a few videos, and ended up getting shadow banned because of censorship. And it's important that we're here.
Yeah!
It doesn't matter what anyone else has to think about us. God knows the truth. We're here because we know the truth. And without our former president, who we believe is still our president, the GOAT, 45, Donald J. Trump. I am a firm believer that whatever happens from what is going down in Phoenix right now, that we will know the truth. I pray every day that the truth will come out. And it's coming. It's coming.
They're talking, referring about the audit here in Arizona.
Right now, if you guys want to follow me, Quinn_tips on TikTok, but my platform is prayer right now. This country needs our prayers. The world needs our prayers. You look outside this country, while we think that our freedoms are being infringed, which they are. We got people on the other side of the border, our neighbors in Canada, that are dealing with some stuff. We got people in Colombia. We got Israel. And everybody is watching Arizona right now. We are the battleground. And I would implore everybody to get home tonight, grab your family, get down on your knees, whichever God that you subscribe to, that you worship. I worship my Savior, Jesus Christ. And tonight, I ask every single one of you to pray for this country, if you're not already. Anybody want a prayer right now? Right now? All right. Hats off, gentlemen. Right here. My bad. All right. Our Father in heaven, we come before thee as patriots of this country. Father, we ask thee to bless those that are going over the voter count at this time. We ask for guidance and peace for them and their families. We ask for freedom to be a part of our lives and know what we're fighting for. We are fighting for the good in humanity. We know that with thy help and thy spirit that we can overcome the evil that is in this world. And we pray as patriots here today that the truth will come out. And we say these things in the name of thy Son, our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Amen. Thank you guys for coming. We're going to hand it over to... Okay.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for coming. I've got something else you can do besides pray, and that is I'm working at the audit, and we need more help at the audit. So what you need to do, if you're able to do it, and they're working, right now they're closed down because of graduations until the 24th. And after the 24th, they'll be going full steam ahead until it's done. We're about a quarter of the way done. I'm sure you've all been following it. And so the way you do it is you get online and you go on to fundtheaudit.com/volunteer. And you sign up on there and someone will call you. I can't remember right now whether you have to put in your security information first or whether they call you first. But if you get on there and get your name on there, you get on a list, they'll call you. You have to go through a security check, which isn't a big deal. But they do want to keep people out that, you know, have criminal records and so forth. And you have to be in, from my understanding, you have to live in Maricopa County. So please, you can work Saturdays if you work during the week. They will be working 3 shifts, like I'm working in the night shift or the afternoon from 2 until 7:30. But there's a shift in the morning, a shift in the afternoon, and there will be a shift at night. So please go sign up and help with the audit, because this is going to be, like the previous speaker said, everybody's watching this. So if you can, please sign up, or if you know somebody else that can. It's fundtheaudit.com/volunteer. Thank you.
Nice.
Thank you.
They were talking about the eyes of the world is right now on Arizona and what's taking place, and the outcome of that might dictate what happens next.
My name is Mike Feaster, and I am a born in America, red-blooded, God-fearing, gun-toting patriot. 26 years retired Marine Corps, proud of my service, and proud of every one of y'all's service. Even those of you who haven't served, you're fans, I'm sure. And not just of the Marine Corps, though most people are. Hey, so I just want to get up here and kind of share some of my thoughts on where I see us, our country, and point out that there's a few people here, good to go. You put together a great event, but there's probably 100,000 times more of us than this. What you see. That's right. We are red. I'm a Maricopa County voter, and I was handed a big kindergarten-sized Sharpie to mark my ballot. I'm not a fan. The first time in my life ever, really. Not the first time I voted, but the first time I was ever handed a kindergarten grade Sharpie. Ridiculous. That's neither here nor there. Going to the election, and I pointed this out to a really nice lady named Brenda here from Colorado earlier. It's safe to assume that, as Trump and the right wing say, Trump pulled in 74 million votes. Agreed? And then we know the line about our dear leader Joe, and what is it? 80 million plus. So if you do the math, and that is true.
Okay, we're going to. I want to talk to. Walk with me. If you're just now joining us, we are live in Phoenix, Arizona for Freedom 515. Is a celebration of freedom and liberty across the country right now. This gentleman in front of us was just talking about the audit, and we've had Eric on the show before. We the People Alliance AZ. I think you guys were the first ones to kind of start the momentum of really finding transparency in the election.
Well, thank you for that introduction, but it's really not us. It is all of us. It is about we the people. Arizona has an amazing state of patriots all across the state. We're seeing people all across the country. The audit has been started in Maricopa County, and the truth will prevail, and we are here seeing that, and it's exciting to be here.
It is exciting to be here, and he did point out that it's currently stopped because of graduations, but it will continue, I think, the week after next, right?
Correct. Yeah, we're excited to be here, and we really support our senators. Senator Karen Fann has done an amazing job. Her letter to the Board of Supervisors. Let's let our Board of Supervisors be on notice that we the people want our vote counted. We want transparency. That's all we're asking for. This isn't right or left or Republican or Democrat. It's integrity and transparency.
It's interesting. I watched a video today where two gentlemen were at working the audit, and they both identified as Democrats. And they said, you know what, this is not a political side here. Transparency in our elections, election integrity is an American thought. It's not a political sided thought.
Our most sacred right as Americans is the ballot box, and we have to protect that. And it just baffles me that people would fight against transparency. We are here to just stand for truth. Let truth shine, and let's see. We have seen so many irregularities that Senator Fann has highlighted in the letter to the Board of Supervisors. We've seen databases erased, passwords not turned over, chain of custody has not been followed, and this is unacceptable for our most sacred right, our election as Americans.
It's incredible. That letter we actually have on our Right Side Broadcasting Twitter, so go to RSB on Twitter and you'll see that letter she's talking about, because she lays it out. A, B, and C, this is what went wrong, this is what we found. Now, there was a tentative meeting scheduled for the 18th, Tuesday at 1 p.m. How likely is that to happen, you think?
I just got word that the Board of Supervisors are hiding behind their attorneys. They are using their attorneys and tying things up in litigation. We ask that the Board of Supervisors find their courage, and if there's nothing to hide, show up on the 18th. We want integrity. We want transparency. We the people want that.
We the people want that. And of course, if that does take place on the 18th, we will bring that to you live here in Arizona. So just know that we are here in the great state of Arizona, and I love it. I was giving you a hug earlier. It's very special to me, and you know that. And so I'm glad you're here. Kim, and I remember the first time I met you guys, and I thought, we the people, what a great, just we the people says so much about what you're all about.
It's about the people. That's what it's about. Amazing patriots. Thank you to everyone watching, to everyone finding your voice and conquering fear. We're here to shine truth on what's happening. Maricopa County will be the first domino.
You know, that's been said quite a bit, that Maricopa County is, the world is watching this county, and if they say sometimes that everything starts with like just a little ripple, the ripple's right here, and the big wave is definitely coming.
Have faith. These are exciting times, and truth will prevail, guys.
Well, you have a nice hat. It says faith over fear. And there you go. That's what we have. And let's talk about, we prayed before this ceremony here today. And how good does that make you feel that we can assemble on this public grounds and pray? I mean, there's a lot of countries you can't do that.
And that's what we're trying to protect. We have to protect our sacred rights as Americans, our freedoms, and that starts at the ballot box. So let's continue to support our senators, to pray that truth will shine.
And you know, you see all this stuff that's going on over in Israel, the Palestinian conflict. I mean, that, to see what they're dealing with on a daily basis is mind-blowing. Can you imagine if we had to fear that missiles would come flying over us?
It's heartbreaking, and it's horrifying to think about that. And America is a stronghold, and we must protect that. We must stand up and find our voice, because it is about we the people. If we look at even Canada, our neighbors, we look at what's happening there, guys, we need to wake up and find our voice. It's nonpartisan. It's about being an American.
I saw a pastor that got arrested for praying in the streets recently. And I'm thinking to myself, wait a minute, you're arresting a pastor for praying in an open public square. He wasn't impeding on traffic. He wasn't saying anything that was, wasn't inciting violence. We have to make sure that we don't become that country. The world is watching us. In general, the world is watching us, because we are the peacekeepers of the world. We are the beacon of freedom and liberty. And that's why today Freedom515 is so special. And that's why we're here. That's why you're here.
Thank you for being here. And we are not giving up hope. We're actually excited. what's going to happen from Maricopa County, get ready, guys. It's not just a ripple, it's a tidal wave, and it's coming.
There you go. Thank you so much. I'm
Thank
sure we're
you.
going to talk to you before we leave here.
Thank you,
Let's
guys.
walk over and talk to this young lady right over here. No, okay. A lot of didn't want to talk, which is fine. A lot of people. Let's give you kind of a wide view right here of the people gathering. There was another event that had kind of merged into this one, and it's all about, celebrating freedom. And you might have seen some images on your screen. We're trying to get that video over to you of various Freedom515 events going on across the country. And if you go to freedom515.com, you'll see a list of cities. This is who I want to talk to right here. I saw her earlier. Ma'am, we're live on Right Side Broadcasting. No, I saw your shirt, 9 Line Apparel. I love it. We were just there at the headquarters a couple weeks ago, and I just want to say they're a proud sponsor of this show, and we just wanted to say thank you for buying their merch, because if you buy the merch, you help us out at the same time. So there you go. She always buys it, and you should too, which, by the way, if you go to 9lineapparel.com, 9lineapparel.com, shop away, put that promo code RSBN in, you get 20% off. That's not bad. And of course, a portion of those proceeds goes back to help this network as well. So go to 9lineapparel.com, promo code RSBN. And of course, if you want to see video of me shooting a flamethrower, I was doing it. I did a shotgun. I missed, but I tried. But we'll have all that footage. Go to our YouTube or our Facebook channels to find all of that. Or if you're just now discovering our app, go to our app right now. You can download that on Apple and iOS systems. Right Side RSBN, Right Side Broadcasting Network. You'll see our app. Download that to your phone, because that's one safe way so we can bring all this content to you. Because I've said this before, there's certain things that we just cannot say on the air, but we can stream that on our app. Can I talk to you guys while you're here? Any problem? Yeah? What brings you out here today? I mean, freedom, liberty, love living in Arizona, right?
Oh, yeah.
I feel like I live in Texas, but I feel like I'm in Arizona half the time.
Just left Texas and moved to Arizona.
Where'd you live?
In Houston.
Okay, I've lived in that area as well. What does it mean to be an American? Great country.
Yeah, it's a great country.
Worth fighting for, our freedom and
Yeah.
our liberty, yeah.
Served 25 years in the Army, so.
Well, you know a little bit about fighting for your
Yeah,
freedom.
a little bit.
So you see some of our freedoms and liberties be taken away either legislatively or just through social media or big tech trying to silence you. It makes you angry because you spent 25 years of your life fighting for our freedom to let some tech giant take it away from you.
Yeah, I agree. It's just, I'm not much of a talker, so.
No. Hey, you don't have to. I feel you right there. I feel you. But that's why we're here. That's why you're here. It's because we understand the freedoms and liberty we have in this country. So we thank you for your service. And let me ask you a quick question. There's a weather 101 right here. Okay, it's about 99 out here right now. What is worth 85 in humidity in Texas and Houston, or 99 low humidity in Arizona?
What's worse? Oh, Texas is horrible. It is horrible.
It's just horrible.
Miserable.
It is miserable. And I live in the Dallas area, and I just checked the forecast, and it seems like for the next 10 days I have nothing but rain and humidity. So I get to go back to that.
Yeah, you're done with that. Yeah, I'm over that.
Best barbecue, Arizona or Texas?
I don't know. We have not been to any. This is the first thing we've been to since we moved here. So
Great. What a great way to break you into the great state of Arizona.
observing and seeing what it's like. We've never done anything like this. So.
And this Arizona has been one of those states, and during the campaign, the election campaign, we spent a lot of time here, and especially after the election, we spent a lot of time here. Arizona is definitely ground zero for a lot of the things moving forward in terms of the election. So you're in a good state. You're in a great state, and we're glad that you're here.
The audit works out.
Well, that's a lot of people it's one of those things you can't really talk about too much, yeah. But hey, we love the fact that that's going on right now. We just want a full, confident transparency and everything. So glad you're here, man. Fellow Texans, fist bump on that, man. God bless you. All right, let's turn it around. We still got a couple of speeches up there. I don't really know. These are just people that literally have volunteered to step up and say a few words. So I'd rather just kind of show you and talk to some of the people here right now at this point, because I want to kind of give you an idea of what it looks like on this side of the camera. I do want to mention though that I know it seems like we say go to mypillow.com, support Mike Lindell. Mike Lindell is a patriot. He is one of these that has really stepped out of the comfort zone, and has put his faith out there. He's put his patriotic foot forward, and it's time for you to support him. So if you would please go to his website. There's thousands of products there on his website. Just find something you like and put in the promo code RSBN at checkout, and you'll get up to 66% off your entire order. So go shop and get this. Portion of those proceeds goes right back here to help us here at Right Side Broadcasting Network. So we appreciate you doing that, because it does help us out a lot. So if you want to donate to us, go to rsbnetwork.com, rsbnetwork.com. You can donate for us as well there. But if you want to indirectly donate, go buy something from My Pillow. Or we just saw the 9-line shirt, which is great, 9lineapparel.com. Very pro-America, very pro-patriotic company. It was founded by vets. Go check that website out as well, 9lineapparel.com. Shop and put in the promo code RSBN at checkout, and you'll get 20% off your order. And of course, portion of those proceeds goes back to us. So they got some cool stuff. We're going to work on some limited time only type apparel that you can get to help some very special RSBN themed stuff there as well. So please go check it out, 9lineapparel.com. Put in the promo code RSBN at checkout and get up to 20% off. Can we talk to you guys real quick? Let's see if we can turn around here, Joe. Hey, we're live on Right Side. You guys are sitting in the shade, which is nice right now. It's 99 degrees outside. First of all, what does freedom mean to you? You got it across your shirt. We got the flags. We got the prayers. What does freedom mean to you?
No mask. I'm tired of the mask. They can't tell me I need to get the vaccination because it's not even tested by the FDA. Why should I get it?
It must be freedom of choice, freedom of liberty. Prayer. Let's talk about prayer in our lives right now. How important that is.
Praying every day. I've been praying.
Praying for our country, praying for security, praying for our troops, praying for Israel.
Yes, praying for Israel, the police department, our men in blue, the women in blue, they need our support. And it's my body, my choice. I'm not taking the vaccine.
That's liberty, that's free, and that's what that's why this country is what it is. It gives us our freedom of choice. So best thing about America is what?
Best thing about America? Diversity.
Diversity. I like that. Haven't heard that one a lot. I like that, but I agree with you. Diversity on your thought.
We got to have open conversation. We have to have the ability to be different and to grow as individuals. We can't be locked into somebody else's ideals. And that goes from Christian, Jewish, everything.
And political viewpoint. We don't want it where if you have a different political viewpoint, you're shut down.
Exactly. You can't shut it down because it shuts down knowledge, it shuts down growth, it shuts down freedom. You then live in a box, and I think you stifle and people suffer.
I don't think we're having enough conversations. When you find someone that differs from you opinion-wise, they'd rather attack you personally than actually talk about the issue itself.
Exactly. We should have been allowed to ask questions in the beginning. Where did the virus come from? Why are you telling me to wear a mask when the science goes back that the masks don't work? You don't have an open dialogue. We have to do that.
A lot of misinformation in the very beginning, and of course it developed, and hopefully we find the truth out for everything like that. All right, but God bless you guys for staying there. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. So we probably have about 200 people here gathered here right now at this park. And like I said, go to Freedom515. It's early in the afternoon, depending on when you're watching us. You might be able to find a Freedom Festival wherever you live. And of course, you might have been seeing some images on your screen of this festival, but it's all about being an American, and they tried to make it very simple that it doesn't matter if you're a Republican or Democrat or a Libertarian or wherever you fall in the mix, that it is all about just celebrating our country and celebrating what we have. This is not a political issue. This is an American issue. What makes America great is we have diverse of thought. We have diverse of opinion, that if someone doesn't agree with you politically, that you can speak your mind and speak make your choice, and that's one of the great things. But then again, we are at the mercy of big tech a lot of times, and so when big tech has become the government, I don't know, but that's exactly, it seems like, what has happened to a certain degree. But we're glad that you're joining us. If you're just now joining us, there's a celebration going across America. We're in Phoenix, Arizona. There's so much going on in this state right now, and we're glad that we're bringing this to you in its entirety as we walk around. We took the little block around the downtown area here. We're right outside the ASU campus here in the downtown area, and it's a beautiful Saturday afternoon, and we're glad that you're joining us. And if you want to share this broadcast, 'cause that's one of the ways that we can help fight censorship and fight our views, because we've seen some of our views get suppressed quite a bit because of the nature of our channel. So if you would please share this broadcast, comment, tag a friend, because that helps get the views on this and it helps spread the message of what we're all about. Because if we don't do something now, I mean, you have the power of sharing of social media posts. And a lot of people will say, look, I don't know how I can help this cause for freedom and liberty. I just, I can't serve in the military, or I can't go donate my time. But you can get on social media and you can share posts. You can comment on posts and share videos like this on Right Side. So be a social media warrior right now and share this post. And I'll say it again, go support companies that support us. That's one of the biggest things you can do financially is support companies that support us. And that is the My Pillows of the world. That is the 9 Line Apparels of the world. That is all, the America's Crate is another one, fantastic company that bundles up gifts and items that are made in the USA, puts them in a small box, and every month you get that delivered to your home, and it's very unique gifts. americascrate.com, that's another great company you can go and support. And all of these companies, if you just go to the website and when you shop, just put RSBN in the checkout and you get a discount, and we get a percentage of sales there. And that's one way we can all fight a lot of this big tech censorship. We can supersede all of that by the power of the dollar and the power of you standing up and doing what you think is right. We're so glad that you're joining us here today, and we encourage you to keep praying. We heard that earlier about praying for this country and praying for freedom and praying for liberty, because we do have a great country and we all want this to be passed down to generations and generations of people, our kids. Obviously, they're wrapping up the last speech here, and then we'll get a couple comments, and then we'll probably duck out of here in about 10 minutes here at about 2 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. But we want to encourage you, though, in the meantime, is to go download our app. We've been talking about it for months, that we've got this amazing app that you will have the ability to get all this information without any censorship, and we've been striving that for a long time. So go to your Apple store, go to your Android store, and download RSBN in the App Store. You'll have it on your phone. You'll have it right there on your phone, and it enables you to just stream us live from anywhere. Anywhere you're at, just go to the app, you hit stream live, and if we're on live, it'll show. If we've got programs in the lineup, that will show up as well. So that is one way you can help us stay connected with you. And also, as always, you can go to our website, rsbnetwork.com, rsbnetwork.com/donate. You can donate what you can, because you have no idea how those proceeds help us cover all of these stories that we hear today. So this is one of the last speakers up here, and they're all sharing stories of what is special to them, why they're here today. They are also, okay, she's talking about right now, she's talking about Jacob Chansley. He is the Viking guy you might have seen with his face painted. Let's see if we can listen in, because this is interesting.
Without eating, because it makes him physically sick, and he said, I'm not going to do this. So then they
Not sure if you can hear that right now because we're a little bit away from the speaker, but she's talking about Jacob Chansley. He is the gentleman that was arrested on January 6th, that we actually, ironically, interviewed him a week prior to January 6th here in Arizona at an event. He is currently still in jail. Hang on.
MakeLibertyGreat.com. Under the 3 little dashes on the upper right corner, there's a canteen button. and you can purchase shirts such as our lovely model Stephanie is wearing today. It has, you know, his little sign always said, "Hold the line, Patriots, God wins." They have all different sorts of shirts. Even the one I have, this one, and I have a long sleeve shirt with the same photo, but on the back of mine it has what he wrote, which was, "It's only a matter of time, justice is coming." And that's on the back of that shirt. And I am a firm believer right now, God is separating the wheat from the chaff. He gave us a voice to stand up and to fight for what we believe.
Okay, she is talking about Jacob Chansley, who was arrested for trespassing there at the Capitol on January 6th. He is currently still in jail without bail, locked up, and then she got a T-shirt with it says "Freedom," and it's got an image of Jacob on the shirt, and she's talking about praying for him. 60 Minutes just recently, I guess a couple of months ago rather, did a documentary about him, did a segment about him, and that basically, personally, this is just my personal opinion of all of this. It's not a right side opinion. It's my personal opinion. The fact that he still sits in jail is unbelievable to me. When we had a summer of violence, we had a summer of riots, we had people that were burning down businesses, we had people that were assaulting police officers, we had people that were stealing merchandise, robbing and looting. Those individuals might have spent a few days in jail, if any, and were released, yet Jacob Chansley sits in a jail cell for trespassing on January 6th in a non-violent way, and I just think that that's just my opinion. I think that's wrong. I've reached out to their attorney to get a statement, something, whatever we can do. But she's reading a.
Like men undergo the fatigue of supporting it.
Let's listen in real quick.
Okay, this is not an easy road. You will be ridiculed. You will be brought down to your knees. You will be torn down. You will be cursed. You will be told you are crazy. You will be told you are a tyrant. Some of you may be even thrown in jail. The price of freedom is high, and it often gets taken very much advantage of. All you vets that have served, those here who are POWs, thank you. Thank you so much for your sacrifice. It's not just about one person. It's about everybody. It's about everybody coming together to uphold what happened during the American Revolution and making sure that that gets carried over for thousands of years, not just 200 plus. Because you know how many people wish they could go back and change the outcome? That's not what it's about. It's about today, becoming one, sticking together, and supporting each other. Thank you so much for coming out to Freedom 515 here in Phoenix. We really appreciate it. God bless all of you. Be safe. Be safe this weekend. Amen.
Well, there you have it. It's all about freedom. 515 here in Phoenix, Arizona. We have brought this to you for the last hour and a half. A gathering here that means so much to a lot of veterans here, evangelical population as well, people that are here. But we're glad that you joined us, and if you would please follow us on all of our social media platforms on Right Side Broadcasting. It's really important that we get the message out of what we're doing, and I've said this several times before, and I want to say it again. Go download our app. That app is one thing that allows us to talk about a lot of things that are going on in the political world that we can't broadcast on traditional social media sites. So go to your Apple store, go to your Android store, and download the Right Side Broadcasting Network app. It's free to download, and of course you'll have that at your fingertips, so it enables you to stay in touch with us, because all broadcasts, there are certain broadcasts that we won't be able to put on the Facebooks and the YouTubes, but we'll be able to do that on our app. So please go download that, and forget, I can't say this enough, go support all of our partners in broadcasting, our My Pillows of the world, our 9-Line Apparels of the world, the American Crates of the world. All 3 of those companies and many more to come are supporting us. So please, guys, go out and support them, because a portion of those proceeds goes back to help us. I'll leave you with this. The guy's got a nice American flag over there. He's got the Trump 2020 No More BS. As a reminder, keep praying for this country. Keep praying for each other. Keep praying for our families, our military, our men and women in uniform, our police officers. And may God bless each and every one of you. Until next time, goodbye and God bless from Phoenix, Arizona.